So guys, welcome to VRD Nation. This is the channel where we explain complex stock market concepts using practical real life examples, case studies, real life trades, so that even an absolute beginner can understand all these topics and hopefully benefit from them. So if you are new to this channel, do not forget to subscribe. So today we're going to talk about a very interesting topic, that is 7 reasons why traders love options. So when we start trading in the stock market, we have no idea what futures are, what options are, right? So most of us will start with the cash segment, because up until now, that's the only thing that we have heard. Buy shares, sell shares, right? That's what we have been told by our friends, our family, our relatives, and TV, newspaper, or any other blogs. But as we start getting deeper and deeper into trading, we also start to understand that there are other instruments such as futures and options. And when traders start to trade in options, they don't want to go back to the cash segment. Why? Well, it's almost like, let's say you were drinking tea and then you tasted a dessert. And after tasting that dessert, now if you go back and take a sip of your tea, how would you feel? Would you get the same taste? No. However good the tea might be, you won't get that taste because now you have experienced a new level of sugar rush. In the same way, you can ask any option trader that, would you like to go back to trading in futures or would you like to go back to trading in cash? And the answer most of the time would be no. And that is exactly why options are considered most exotic trading instrument around the world and especially in India. Take a look at these stats. This chart right here shows us the turnover in options, means how much trading is happening in options over the years. And as you can see that the popularity of options has grown exponentially over the years. But why is there so much interest in options, right? Why are traders so fascinated with options? Well, in this session, I will give you 7 reasons why. So let's get started. So the reason number 1 traders love options so much is that options make crazy moves. So the first thing that fascinates almost everyone about options is that how quickly option prices go up and down within the same trading session. Let's take a look at this particular option. So this 50 rupee option went up to 250 rupees and then came back down again back to 50 rupees in the same trading session, right? So it went up 5 times and then came back down to the same level. And these kind of moves are not abnormal. They happen all the time. Now you compare these kind of moves with any other stock or any other cryptocurrency or any other instrument out there. Can you imagine anything else making these kind of crazy moves? I mean, true, once in a while you can have stocks like Adani Enterprises which can go down, let's say 25-30%, but that will happen only once in a while. But with options, the party is always on, right? These kind of moves are very, very common. And the fun part here is that for the options to make these kind of moves, the underlying of that option need not make that kind of a move, right? So if we take the example of the same option that we looked at, for this option to go up 5 times, how much percentage do you think Nifty had to move? Let's take a look. So right here we can see that Nifty moved less than 2%. A less than 2% move on Nifty induced a 5 times move in the option which was based out of Nifty's price. So this is by far the most fascinating thing about options, is that they make crazy moves. And this is exactly what attracts a lot of traders, because they start imagining in their head that, oh look, if I would have traded with 1 lakh rupees on this particular option, that 1 lakh rupee would have become 5 lakh rupees. So that kind of extrapolation start happening in our head, and that is exactly why traders are so much attracted towards options. Now let's talk about the reason number 2, which is options can be traded with very low capital. See, most of the traders in the Indian stock market, they come with a capital of about 2 to 5 lakh rupees. And with that kind of a capital, they are looking for, where should I trade so that I can make some serious money. But the problem with low capital has always been that you can be a very good trader, right? You can, let's say, make 10% or 15% per month on your capital. But if your capital itself is low, how much money, absolutely speaking, are you making? Right? So 10% of 2 lakh is still 20,000 rupees, and that's not a lot in a month. And that is exactly why traders with low capital, they are always on a lookout to get around this limitation of having low capital. And up until now, the cash segment was their favorite for a very, very long time, because the brokers used to provide a lot of leverage, 40 times, 50 times, and even 60 times leverage, right? So with 1 lakh rupees, you can potentially trade with 50 lakh rupees or even 60 lakh rupees worth of trades. But with the new SEBI regulations, all that leverage is gone. So now the maximum leverage that the brokers are allowed to offer on an intraday basis is about 5 to 6 times. Same thing in the futures, right? So with 1 lakh rupees of capital, people used to trade 10 lots of Nifty. But now with 1 lakh rupees, you cannot even buy 1 lot of Nifty. So because of all these regulatory changes, traders are now gravitating towards buying options. Because in buying options, you're not taking any leverage. You're paying upfront. So what is that SEBI can take away from you? Nothing. And you can trade with any capital that you want, right? For example, in this particular option right here, I can buy this option for as low as 500 rupees, no problem. So even with small capital, I can start trading in options. And when you combine this reason with reason number one, that options make crazy move, that induces hope in a lot of traders that even with a small capital, I can make some serious money. So that is exactly why option buying has become the last resort of all the traders with relatively low capital. Now, the reason number three why traders love options so much is because options have something for everyone. So options is like one-stop shop for every trader. For example, if you have low capital, you are welcome. You can trade with 5,000 rupees, 10,000 rupees, 20,000 rupees. If you have big capital, you are also welcome. Sell options for 1 crore, 2 crore, 3 crore. There is no limit. If you are a risk taker, you can trade in naked options. If you are risk averse, you can trade with appropriate hedge. If you are a working professional, you can trade in the monthly options. If you are an intraday trader, you can trade in the weekly options. And if you are the one who are looking for hitting a jackpot, well, options are the instrument of choice for that. And on the other hand, if you want to become a casino, you can decide to do that as well. So the point I'm trying to make here is that options are such a versatile instrument. Options are such a beautiful instrument that they can be configured in n number of ways to suit the requirements of almost every kind of a trader. Now, as far as I'm concerned, I trade in options routinely, sometimes on a swing trading basis, sometimes on a positional basis, and sometimes on an intraday basis, right? Most of the time I sell options, sometimes I buy options, but whatever I do it with caution and I do it with a clearly defined risk. So here are some of the trades that I took this week just to give you guys an idea. So guys, my only advice here is that it takes time to find the right style for you in options. So don't be in a hurry. It will require a few trial and error, but I'm sure you're going to find your own style. Now, the reason number 4 because of which I got gravitated towards options is that through options, you can build strategies for every type of market. See guys, everybody makes money in the bull market. I remember back in 2009 when you buy any stock, that stock would most likely will go up like 5% or 10% in the next 2-3 weeks. And the same thing happened in 2016, 2017. And the same thing is happening right now as we speak. So when the markets are trending, right, it makes us believe that we are smart, we are geniuses. So we like to show off. We like to tell our friends that, look, I've spotted this stock and now this stock is up 10% or 15%. And look how smart I am and how good of a trader I am. And I myself am guilty of doing that. But what I realized was that the real mettle of a trader is tested when the markets are not strongly trending. So what happened after 2009? For 3 years, 2011, 2012 and 2013, the market stayed in the range. So for 3 years, the market did nothing. So all those big short traders whose only strategy was to just buy the stock and hold them for 2 to 3 weeks, they got in trouble. So it is at that point that they realized that I was not the one who was making money. The market was giving the money to me. Now, exactly the same thing happened after the bull run of 2016 and 2017, right? So for 3 years, 2018, 2019, 2020, the market did nothing. So professional traders, they understand that it's easy to make money in a bullish market, but what is more important is to be able to make money in every market context. Bull market, bear market, sideways market, range bound market, high volatile market and low volatile market. But can you do that in the cash segment? No. Can you do that in the future segment? No. The only instrument that has the capability of generating strategies for every type of market is options. And that is why I believe that options are such an elegant, such a sophisticated instrument. Now, the reason number 5 traders love options so much is because options are perfect instruments for hedging. So forget about making money for a minute and let's talk about protecting our portfolios, protecting our investments and even protecting our trades. Right? So what happens when a big market crash like the one that we saw in 2020 comes? How can we protect our portfolio? How can we protect our positions from getting wiped out? Can that be done in the cash segment? No. Can that be done in the future segment? Technically, yes, you can do it. But the practical problem there is that futures are expensive and they require much more capital. So that is why options are considered the most efficient way of hedging your portfolios or hedging your positions. There is always a way in option to find a hedge which will suit your capital and your risk appetite. Now moving on. The reason number 6 is that through options you can take high probability trades. So let's think about it for a second, right? How do you make money in the cash segment or the future segment? when the stock of the future will go up or go down, right? So let's say, for example, you bought shares of Tata Steel. The only way you're going to make money in Tata Steel is that if the share prices of Tata Steel will go up, otherwise you will lose money. So the odds of making money on any trade, statistically speaking, is 50%. But in options, you can create strategies with all kinds of probabilities, right? 50%, 60%, 70%, and even 80 or 90%. How? Well, it's very easy. All you have to do is find the perfect balance between risk reward and probabilities. So let's say, for example, you have a bullish view on the market, that you're expecting the market to go up. You're expecting Nifty to go up. Now let me show you, with the same view, I can create multiple strategies with different probabilities of success. So this is one strategy right here where I've just basically bought a call option, but the probability of success is only 31%. So I'm not very happy with it. I want the probability to go higher. So what I can do now is that, okay, you know what? Instead of buying a call option, why not I sell a put option? And now you can see that immediately the probability of success has gone from 30% to 65%. But of course, the probability also comes with a bad risk reward. So in this case, your reward is only 7,000 rupees, whereas the risk is almost 11 lakh rupees, not acceptable. So what can we do about it? Well, how about we try bull call spread? So with the bull call spread, the risk reward became a little bit better, of course, much more reasonable, but the probability of success again has gone down, right? But let's say you want to increase the probabilities. You are not so much concerned about the risk reward as long as it is not too bad. So let's try this bull put spread. So now things look much more reasonable to me. The risk, first of all, has gone down significantly from that 11 lakh rupees. It has come down to only 17,000 rupees. And the probability of success is 61%. So this is a perfect example of how in options, by playing with the risk reward and probability, we can find that perfect probability that suits our risk profile. And speaking of risk, reason number 7 why I personally love options so much is because through options we can create risk defined strategies. Now what exactly does this risk defined means? So let's go back to the same example that we were seeing earlier, right? So in this example, the maximum loss, it says is 17,000 rupees. But is it really the maximum loss? What happens tomorrow if there is a new crisis that hits the market, right? And everything goes back down to, let's say, 7,000 or 8,000 Nifty levels. In that case, will I still be incurring only a 17,000 rupees loss? Well, let's simulate. So this is the Nifty target right here. I'm just going to keep moving this Nifty target down, down. So Nifty is currently at 15,000 and I am projected to lose 15,000 rupees. Let me keep going down, 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 down. So Nifty has come down to 14,000. And what is my projected loss? 17,000 rupees. What about I make Nifty to 10,000, right? Nifty falls down 36%. How much am I going to lose? 17,000 rupees. How about I make Nifty 1,000? How much will I lose? I will still lose only 17,000 rupees. So guys, you understand how powerful these strategies are. Once you have defined the maximum loss, you will never ever incur loss, even a single rupee more than that. And that, in my books, is the best feature of options, is that you can define these strategies and you can go back to your work, you can do whatever you want to do in your life, and you will never have to worry that you will incur losses more than the maximum loss that you have already defined. So guys, by now I have given you all the 7 good reasons why options are such a wonderful instrument to trade. But I would not be doing my job if I did not caution you about the dangers of trading in options. Right? So every time I think about options, I am reminded of a poem by a very famous Hindi poet, Ramdhari Singh Dinkar, who wrote these beautiful lines reminding mankind about the dangers of playing with science and technology. And here Dinkarji is cautioning us that even though science is wonderful, but playing with science is like a kid playing with a sharp sword. So if you don't know how to handle it, it can cut you, it can finish you. So the same thing goes with options, guys. Options are exciting, options are exotic, options are a very sophisticated instrument, and when used wisely, option can help you make a lot of money. But options are also dangerous. So if you don't have the knowledge how to trade in options, you don't have the understanding of how options work in real life. I'm not talking about the bookish language. I'm talking about the real life aspects of options. If you don't understand how options behave and what are the risks that you are exposed to when you're trading in options, then you can also incur some significant losses. Right. So guys, with that caution, I'm going to end this session. I hope that you learned something new today.